All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We're going to run through another backtesting session trying to keep the price action relevant. So we're going to do August 25. Again, I don't remember any of this off the top of my head. So we're going to see what we can do here, and we're going to see if we can get a winning session. I did like made. I have to double check if I even repost these in order because I've already recorded like 2 other videos. But anyway, we'll see what we can do here, and we'll see if we can get a winning session. Before we get into it, guys, again, Alpha Futures, code LukeX gets you the best discount available, so go check that out if you guys need an account. And Discord, everything else in the pinned comment, go check all that out, and let's get right into this and let's get a winning session. So starting off here, we swept out some daily lows. Daily's recovering. We look on the 4 hour. 4 hours trending bullish. We do have an unfilled 4 hour gap up there, so maybe we do want to trade towards that. Okay, let's look and see if we can get some market open kind of action here. Manipulate. All right, I'm going to go for this right off the bat, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. As you can see, we had a draw higher, 4 hour unfilled gap right there. We also have 1 hour highs, whatever. Okay, market, what it does is it manipulates up, puts in a wick, manipulates down into a continuation confluence, which in this case is this 1 minute gap, and we manipulate and we displace back to the upside. So for me, this is a huge continuation confluence, I guess you could say. It always happens at market open. So not always, but if you guys go back and backtest this, you will see what I'm talking about. This happens a lot more than often. I'm not going to target directly to the draw. I'm going to target to these bodies just because I do not want to see my TP get edged, but I do have faith in price going up. Let me just hold on a second here. I might put it to like CE of the wick or something. Like, okay, no, I'm going to go, I'll put it like right here and watch what happens, and I'll run through it. Let's see if this hits. Let's see if this hits. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm going to explain this really quick, okay? Market opens up, we have a draw higher. We obviously, like I said, we have this 1 hour high. We have this 4 hour unfilled gap. We just have a draw on liquidity higher. Market opens up and it manipulates up. It puts in this top wick. Then it manipulates down into a 1 minute gap. And we get displacement out of the gap. I'm going to take that because we got displacement, manipulate one way, the other way. Then we displace in the original direction of the manipulation into a continuation confluence or out of a continuation confluence, and we target the next draw on liquidity. If you go back and backtest this happens a lot. So we catch this trade to start, and this was a banger 3 hour trade. So yeah, we start off 1-0, and yeah, you're going to notice this happens a lot lately, especially in January, February. This has been happening a lot in 2026. So let's start here. Daily, 4 hours got no real direction. We still have an unfilled 4 hour up here. No real direction here. Let's kind of just get some displacement or something. Okay, so price is going to trade out of this 4 hour. Let's see if we can manipulate again or get something. We're in this 1 hour, but I don't really want to be shorting in this. And we get nice displacement right here. We do have a 3 minute, but I think I'm just going to jump it and go for this right here. Let me see if we got an SMT or something. No SMT, but I think we can go for this. Price is delivering out of a 4 hour bullish for value gap. We have a draw higher at these this high up here. Okay, we have low resistance liquidity, displacement. Obviously, the 3 minute inversion is ideal here, but right here, we already got the 2 minute and the 1 minute to inverse. So for me, I'm willing to jump the gun. I'm going to target to these candle bodies right here because they're the top of this low resistance liquidity, like trendline liquidity. So I'm going to go break even at this high right here. Okay, beautiful. Let me explain this one more time. Price manipulates down off of market open into this 4 hour bullish for value gap. We have a draw higher at this 1 hour high up here. Okay, price gives us a 2 minute inversion and a 1 minute inversion, and we target all the way up to this like trend line liquidity right here, and we catch a quick trade right there for 1.25R. And I just realized this isn't even ES over here. I have to change that. What the hell? Okay, That's probably a good idea. All right, so let's skip to the next day. We're currently 2-0, so let's see if we can keep this session going good. Okay, swept out the previous day low. 4 hour, starting to show some recovery. All right, let's wait for some manipulation. Okay, so we manipulate again. Okay, so what's our next draw? Our draw is going to be right here. And if we trade above that, then we have another draw. Okay, I'm not going to jump the gun here, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Okay, so we're showing some nice recovery. And what I like to see how this high barely got swept out. I do think we will trade above and resweep that high. So if we can catch... Oh, we already got a 3-minute inversion. I'm going to take this right here. Purely discretion. And I'm going to try to target a 1-to-1. And then I'll run through it really quick. Okay, ends up playing out, got pretty lucky there. Okay, let me explain this again. Okay, let's start over here. Price comes up and sweeps out that high, but it barely wicks it out. So usually price is going to want to manipulate back above it. 3-minute inversion, which is our highest time frame inversion, or actually the 4-minute was the highest, but it doesn't. 3 minutes usually what I look at anyway. 3-minute inversion, you could target right back up that high and anticipate that resweep, and it ends up playing out perfect. I personally probably would have just TP'd like right here because I didn't want to get like personally I would have TP'd like around this at the top of the candle bodies. But anyway, it happens so fast in your backtesting, you can't really do anything. So we start the session 3-0 and let's keep going. Okay, daily's trending bullish. We have an unfilled 4-hour up here. Let's wait for some manipulation. There's really not too much going on right now. Strong displacement to the downside. I kind of want to just short this, but I'm going to be patient. Manipulation down, manipulation up. Okay, to be tapped into... No, we're going to wait it out here. Let this play out a little bit. Drawn liquidity higher right here. Did we get anything here? No, there's really nothing going on right now. We got to keep waiting here. Draw is too close, so I can't do anything there. We did sweep this high out, though. Yeah, I could have taken that short for sure. Definitely could have taken that short, but anyway, we tap back into this gap. We sweep out those lows now. Let's see if we want to trade up. Okay, so now we got a 3-minute inversion to the upside. Maybe we come back to those highs, but let me just try this out actually, maybe. I'm going to wait. Okay, let's try this. The only problem is we're delivering off this bearish gap, so I think I'm going to fade this. It would have played out, but it is what it is. We're going to skip to the next day, and we'll see if we can get anything else here. All right, so that would have played out, but it doesn't really matter. We're 3-0, so let's keep it going. Previous day high, previous day low. We're kind of stuck in this range, I guess. 4-hour, really no direction. Okay, we have these highs right here. We manipulate up. Here we go again. Price manipulates into this very small 2-minute, but it's still valid. We get a nice displacement candle. I'm going to take this again. I'm going to run my stop just below the candle, and I'm going to target probably break even here and then target up to that draw. Break even right here. Perfect. Let me explain this one more time, okay? Draw on liquidity is right here at those hourly highs. Market opens up. We manipulate right here, we manipulate up, then we manipulate down into a 2-minute gap. We displace off the 2-minute gap. Nice 1-minute bullish close right here, and we target the next draw on liquidity. And again, that pattern plays out. So we're now 4-0 on the session. So let's keep this going. Let me just check the lighting really quick. Actually, let me see if I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back. Actually, I don't really care. All right. So daily is continuing bullish right here. We do have that daily high. 4 hours delivering out of a 4-hour bullish gap. I think we're respecting out of a 15-minute bearish gap. Okay, nice displacement down. What's our next sell side draw? Gonna be these lows right here. Really tempted to just short this. I'm gonna wait. Because I was scared we were going to get manipulated up. And maybe we will. Okay, let's see if we can trade to these highs maybe. Let's see if we can displace past these highs, get a continuation. No. We keep delivering out of this 15-minute bearish gap. I'm not going to just FOMO in this. Okay, let me see if we got an SMT or something here. No SMT. We did get an inversion though. And we do have a draw on liquidity higher. I kind of want to just long this right here. Like that. I'm going to give this a shot. This isn't like a great setup. I'm going to try it out though. I'm going to have to go break even right here just because we'll see what happens. Yeah, okay, we take the break even. That's fine, honestly. We took those internal highs out. It might play out after, but I'm not really too concerned about it. Let me just take a look here. If we get an inversion, maybe. Yeah, it's going to end up delivering, but it is what it is. I think I went break even at the right time there, so I'm fine with that. Just give me one sec. We'll see if we can keep this going though. All right. Daily high still above, which looks like the daily's trending bullish. We took that high out. Still have up there though. Okay, 15-minute. Let's see if we get a push to the upside here. Okay, nice displacement off this 15-minute gap. I'm going to see if we can get this continuation model to play out. We tapped into a 2-minute. Let me just see if you get another displacing candle. No. Okay. Good fade, honestly. All right. Okay. Nice displacement off this candle for lower potentially. What is our draw here? We have all these lows down here. Let me try this out. We trade through this 15-minute. It looks like it's going to inverse. We tap off this 3-minute. We get a 5-minute, 3-minute continuation. We get nice displacement to the downside. And I don't think we got an inversion, but maybe we did on the 30-second. I think, yeah, small 30-second. But I'm going to try this out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This looks good to me, though. Gonna go break even right here. me just tighten this stop up a little, or this take profit just to these. I don't want to get edged. Yeah. We take another break even. Unfortunate, but I think maybe we can still get the continuation lower. That's just annoying though. We swept out those 830 lows. I guess those were data wicks. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a data candle. So we swept out the news low. ES never swept the news low, so we are getting an SMT. I believe we just got a 2-minute inversion. I think I'm gonna try this for longs. I'm not gonna lie. What can I target? I could target this body right here. Let's try it out. Why not? Okay, break even. Hopefully this falls through. Thank God. Like, it's been pissing me off there. Okay, we sweep out those 830 data wicks. ES never sweeps them out, so we technically have a bullish SMT. We get this 2-minute inversion right here. I take it right off the 2-minute close, and I target to the next draw, which is these 1-minute highs, just shy of them. We also had a 5-minute, or actually we didn't have a 5-minute, we had a 3-minute unfilled gap up there as well, so not bad. So we're 5 wins, no losses, 2 break evens. So I'll run a couple more trades, and we'll see how the session keeps going. I believe we're at all-time highs now. 4 hours, continuing pretty strong, bullish. Do we have any gaps to work with or anything here? I'm probably going to bank on continuations higher, but just not like that. Yeah, it's not... we do tap into a 3-minute, but I'm not going to take something like that. Okay, so we sweep those lows. Let me see if we got an SMT. Doesn't look like we got an SMT though, but let's see if we... Oh, we got a nice inversion. I'm going to maybe give this a shot. We swept those lows. We're trading at all-time highs. Target right there. Why not? I think that's the highest inversion. I guess technically... Yeah, it's not bad. The only... Wait, what is ES doing? So ES already took those highs out, so I'm going to fade this, but I want to just see if this would have played out. It would have been break-even anyway. Yeah, okay, whatever. ES had taken those highs out, that's why I personally faded it. Okay, let's see if maybe we want to trade down to these lows or hold this 15-minute gap. All right, so price is going to pull back into this 1 minute. Let me just see if we displace again. Draw seems obvious. Honestly, I'm going to just try this out. Perfect. Straight discretion. Price delivers off of this 1 minute. I didn't really like this close. I wanted more of a displacing close. This candle looked good. I didn't like this bottom wick. But honestly, when the draw is so obvious at those lows, like, I'm just going to go for it. And I just get that quick 1-to-1 in and out. And yeah, let's go to the next day. All right, looks like we had some news. Okay, we had PPI. All right. Daily's delivering off a daily bullish gap. So is the 4-hour. We have a 15-minute unfilled above we need to watch out for. Okay, so now we're in the gap. Data wick lows were taken. We do have data wick highs, but I want to see price displace higher before I'm going to take longs up there. Obviously, I could have jumped and taken that long, but I don't really want to do that. I'm not seeing anything right now. me see if we get some displacement here. I kind of like this. Price action is not the greatest here, but honestly, if I just went quick break even right here and then I targeted data highs or just shy of the data highs, I kind of like this. Price action does not look great though, but I'm going to try this out. Perfect. All right, so let me explain this one. We did chop around for a while. We were trading within a 15-minute bearish gap, which is not ideal, but as you can see, we break to the upside. So we kind of get a shift in structure. And what I liked here was that we delivered off this 3-minute gap, this 2-minute gap, but we get nice displacement. So when we get this displacement, it's actually making me want to take this trade. I believe there was a small 1-minute inversion right there. And we have data highs above. And what I like as well is that we have these lows or these highs resting right below the data high. So we can go break even at these and then target there. So it ends up working out. And yeah, let me check the analytics again. 7-0. And then we had 2 break evens. I'm going to try one more trade. Let's just do one more trade. And hopefully we can end with a winner. So daily still respecting that daily gap. 1 hour we're delivering out of a 1 hour gap. Okay, we're going to manipulate right away. We do have a draw. Wait, do we have news again? Or was that yesterday's? Oh, they never took that? Okay. We do have that though too. Let's see if we get a continuation model. Yeah, we're not going to get an entry there, unfortunately. The data low is still below there, right here. We're not going to get an entry there. Okay, let's see if we get a retrace, maybe some displacement to the upside. We're trading out of a 15 though. Yeah, this day looks awful. Let's skip to the next day. The moves there were clearly shorts that news low, but we weren't able to get that. Okay, previous day low can be our draw potentially, so let's mark that out. Let's see if we get some displacement. It's doing this again. Let me just refresh this page. Okay, we have this high right here. Okay. Let's see if we can just take this. This will be my last trade for the session. The draw, okay. Let me just see this really quick. The draw is unfilled, but we can't really get a... Oh, we can get a 1-to-1, I think. All right. If it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. It's whatever. We're delivering right now off of a 1 minute gap, nice displacement, clear draw above. All these relative equal highs. Like, I think this works. I'm confident in that, but this is a trade a little bit high up, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. I thought it didn't hit. That ends up hitting, so we end up 8-0 on the session. 2 break evens. Again, price up, 1 minute gap, continuation, nice displacement. On the 30-second, no inversion, but main idea is displacement. And what do? We target this 1 hour unfilled gap. And if you scroll down to the lower time frames, you see we had all this kind of low resistance liquidity leading in there. So it's going to be strongly drawn towards there. So that's it for this one, guys. I'm just going to stop it there. I'm getting tired of backtesting, but I'll do another one soon. I have a couple videos. I don't know when I'll put them in the right order, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, code LukeX for Alpha Futures. Let me know if I should continue doing these. Give me a month to do. Again, probably keep it recent though, because I feel like the price action a couple years ago isn't really relevant now. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.